Hey, welcome back to Madtown Hobby. My name is Keith, and we got an update on the new Genesis Battle of Champions starter decks that Edge of Exile is putting out with the next set, Invasion. Now, we were given a little bit of a sneak peek last week, the box art, as well as some more information about, these are full decks, full 50 cards, tokens, everything you need to pick up a deck and start playing. And they are single affiliation, and that made some interesting thoughts go on in my head about what you could do with these decks, but sounded like a good intro point. And this week, last Monday, during the stream, the deck lists were revealed, including some, I'll call them desirable reprints. Now, in the past, there have been certain cards that were difficult to obtain because of the balance of pack construction, how you get rares and sometimes you need 6 7 of these rares and that you only get one per box, so it's hard to get them. So they've included some of those in these starter decks, and also as a way to reprint them with the new formatting, the new style. They put out a little trailer showing the deck list. There's no page on the website yet where you could see a little easily see these in text. So bear with me. We're gonna click through and pause on the video they released and see if we can tell a little bit about these deck lists. Let's see. And here we go, the reprints and deck lists for these starter decks. First one, the Way with Water deck, Tsunami. This was a very popular card in Origins. Really loved the epics, the full arts. This when they started doing the borderless full arts, those were and the epics, those were really cool. And I believe they're carrying that forward, that there will be borderless full arts, or call them borderless extended arts. I mixed up the terminology, but hopefully we see more of those in the next set as well. Got your 5 cheese Tsunami, or 18 aura, big old blast. So this is definitely going to be a big spell deck, and we'll go ahead and look at our first deck list here. All right, Minnow. Yellow and blue. We've got Aquatic Lutra, Away, Careful Consideration. Now, bear with me. It's been a minute since I was deep in the card lists for Genesis, so I'm not necessarily going to recognize what is a reprint and what is new coming with Invasion. But one thing I will point out here is the heroes are, as you'd expect from Genesis, 2 affiliations, but the deck is all one of the 2. So if you wanted to, you could easily pick up the Way with Water deck and then the yellow, which is that the lightning one. But you can then take those 2 starter decks and mix and match those cards with these appropriate heroes. So that was another neat thing about being able to start off as a new player with this game. And another big change they made, you can see down here the white border cards. So the tokens are now white border. And this has come up in the past where the tokens looked too much like the cards that go in your deck and often could get mixed up. I know I myself, in the few games I played in person, sometimes the creature token gets destroyed and it ends up in your graveyard, and then you accidentally mix it in or lose it. So the white border is nice to be able to differentiate that. Cool. Let's let this play a little more. Now, what do we get in the Down to Earth? Rain of Arrows. Another popular spell. And there's our deck. Called Shot, Diving, Juke, Earth Break, Earth Fissure, Earth Pillar. Look at all of these pillars. Wow. 2 copies of Rain of Arrows. Rampaging Mare, Word of Command. Hearty Soup, classic card. Cool. Now I'd need someone a little more versed in balance and power to tell me which of these decks they expect to be the best deck, but hopefully they're balanced enough. And are playing with Fire, the Inferno Crawler. For Harlequin, Blood Feast, Blood Spear, Oaten, some good classics. Inferno Ghoul, recognize that reprint. Fire Pillar, Fire Break. So again, you can take the purple and green decks, buy 2 of them, mix them together, have a great start on a more advanced deck than just the starters. And this deck with the Inferno Crawler as the highlighted reprint, this is the only one where that is a creature. The other 4 decks, the highlighted reprint is a spell. And I bet you can guess what the most popular one is going to be coming up right here. With the Up in the Air deck. We have the Return of Bolt Shot. Now that is the classic. Oops, skipped a little back here. Yeah, everybody's going to be pretty excited about Bolt Shot returning and being a reprint. This card was, everybody needed 5-6 copies and was hard to get. And I'll move ahead to the deck list here. Air Break, Air Pillar, Air Soldier, Blown Away. Now this comes with 3 copies of Bolt Shot. So very much a consideration that this is a card everybody wants. So they upped the number of copies to 3 in this starter deck. So you'll be able to have the necessary copies right away without having to go dig through the old product to get some. I know it's probably a consideration because of the rebranding, the new card backs, that yes, the old cards are still legal, but they're going to be harder to find. And you don't want to have to go hunting for them. So immediately using these starter decks now with the new branding, the new templating, make it possible to get these cards into the hands of players, the cards that they want. And that's very good, very exciting. Shock the System. Electrical Storm. Another beautiful card if you can find this in an epic and a foil. And this is an Alta deck. Electric Break, Electric Pillar, Electric Storm. Paracritic Hounds. Such a goofy name. Some of these things. Genesis is one of those games where they're probably the most difficult names to pronounce on some of these cards. I'm sure I've messed up many. Oh, and here's a great example of why the white border tokens are a great idea. You've got the creature in the deck, 6 copies of Paracritic Hounds in black border, but then there's ways to generate them as tokens, so they're also included in white border, so you can differentiate which one was a token and which one goes into the deck. There's a great example of how they would have been very easy to mix up and put in your deck by accident when you're cleaning up between games. Okay. I believe that's the last one, and there's all 5. All right. Very exciting. I know the a little bit difficult to see all the cards in that resolution they put out, but soon I hope to get the deck lists in text on the website, and I'll link those out as soon as they're available. They did not. Yeah, closing thoughts. The deck lists look interesting. You comment, tell me which one you're most excited about. I wasn't deep into competitive Genesis, so I don't know which one of these looks the most viable. The reprints, exciting. Getting people bolt shots, especially. That was easily a very expensive card that everybody wanted. They have not said the price of these decks, so I'm hoping it's under $15. You're going to want to be able to get 2 of them at least, so you can play with a friend, or you can buy 2 that match up with their affiliations, so you can smash them together and make a more advanced deck that way as well. What else? They did say on stream that they're going to be developing giveaway decks for stores, demo decks, so that you won't necessarily have to buy this product in order to be able to try the game or help people try the game. That's another neat thing. So they next week on the stream, they're going to talk about the box art and give us a little more details into the product construction itself for Invasion. But so far these the way these starter decks look, it looks pretty good. So you tell me if you're going to pick any of these up, and hopefully, there'll be a nice push to get this product back out into stores. So you have a great day. Thanks.